Julien ran his mouth, so it's time to lock in. And yeah, you don't want to piss me off because I come out swinging. So a big thanks to my team.
Well, that was Haiden Deegan in his post-win interview, and we seem to have moved on from the Deegan and Kitchen, and now we've got the Deegan and Beaumer little thing going on. And if you missed it this week, Beaumer said something on the Pulp MX show about how he was ready for Deegan's antics, and he's been dealing with him since he was 6 years old. Whatever. They both ended up in the same heat race, and well, we got this pretty early on. Beaumer looks left. You can see Deegan going up the inside and takes him out. I mean, it wasn't the hardest pass in the world. It wasn't, I would say, dangerous. It's one of those things. As a second-year guy, Beaumer, if with a little more experience, should see him coming, check up, and just cut underneath him. You can even look Deegan at the very end of this, like he starts looking left right here, expecting Beaumer to be on his left. He probably expected him to check up and try to cut underneath. It really wasn't the biggest thing of the world. Not a hard pass. It wasn't a T-bone. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. But in a heat race for first, yeah, I guess it wasn't bad for Deegan to do. I mean, he's had a hard start to the year. If you can get a good gate pick, you give yourself a better chance at a good start. And it's kind of what he needed to do this race. He needed to get out front. He needed to prove that he is still competitive, that Beaumer shouldn't be the favorite guy, whatever you want to call it. And any little bit of chip on the shoulder you can use for motivation, he probably would. It's not a bad thing if you can motivate yourself like that. You hear somebody say something and you can go. Obviously, for the last couple weeks, he's been pretty humble, pretty quiet about everything, and for him, that's pretty unnormal. Obviously, that was the heat race, so we still had the main, and pretty much the same thing almost happened again. Like, Deegan actually had a really good start, got out front, made a little mistake, and in the same corner right here, Beaumer kind of tries it. He doesn't really put the same effort in, and then Deegan takes him wide in the next corner, kind of slows him up a little bit. Again, not the worst thing in the world. This isn't a bad pass. This is just tough racing to me. This is, little rubbing his racing is perfectly fine. There's no, I don't want to say ill intent. This is, rubbing is racing. If you're going for first, if you're trying to pass somebody that's been what you think is talking trash about you, and again, Deegan has had a bad start to this year. He needed a little bit of a confidence boost. If if he got behind Beaumer and he checked out, it probably would be, pretty painful and hard to watch. Or for him, one of those things like, oh man, he is really better than me. So to get out front, to finish the race in first, I think he gained like 3 points. So he's up into third, I think, in the championship now. It was the race he needed to have to get out front, get a win, start chipping away some points, get a little bit of confidence back. And to me, I don't think it's anything bad, but I don't know. This is where I'm gonna leave you guys. Comment down below, tell me what you think. If you want to see the actual like full quote unquote interview where he asked before, it'll be at the end of the video. I just cut it down because I had a couple swears in it, and YouTube algorithm doesn't really like that in the first minute. So that's where I'm going to leave you guys. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Did you like it? You happy Deegan won? Are you a Deegan fan? Whatever. Are you happy Jet Lawrence won the 450s? Whatever it is. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. While you're down there, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Do all the fun things this platform allows you to do, because it really just helped me out, and I appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you later. Peace.
Difference in the main event compared to the first two?
Yeah, I pissed off the bull last week. Juju ran his mouth, so it's time to lock in. And yeah, you don't want to piss me off because I come out swinging. So a big thanks to my team.